Yes, YouTube. I hope that you're good. It's Ben Hawksworth at the Coach Consultant, and today I'm going to be covering an absolutely valuable lesson and a valuable training, basically, on how you become a market of one. So, as we can basically see, how do you become this ducky in the middle that's cool, it's yellow, it's not grey, it's not saturated, and it's in a position where, in essence, it's absolutely loving life and it's absolutely killing things. So, I think that's just a really good example to explain the importance of basically what it is in terms of being a market of one, right? And you might be thinking, right, what does it mean in terms of market of one? Because at the end of the day, you're an online coach or personal trainer, and there's so many people out there who are basically doing the exact same things as you. How I want you to basically look at this like is this is in essence the difference between charging, that's a little bit too thick, that pen, sorry. This is the difference between charging £100, right? And let's just say £400 per month, right? If you are basically in a position what you are doing the same as everyone else, you are providing the same solutions, you're talking about the same, you're acting the same, behaving the same, then you're going to basically be like all these duckies around there where you're not charging enough, you're not charging your worth, and you're basically just becoming a problem for yourself. What we basically want to be looking at here is how you are going to differentiate yourself to the actual market. So, if you are differentiating yourself to the actual market, what that basically means is that you are going to have a niche. It means that you are going to have specifics. It means that you are going to have pain resolution. All right. And in essence, I explained this on a reel the other day that how you need to look at your business is like there's a massive difference between being a NHS nurse and a heart surgeon. So, for example, an NHS nurse is not going to get paid as much as a heart surgeon. And the difference is basically when you are looking at categorizing all of these different areas, like I've put down on there, all this kind of comes down to is the fact that you are a specialist, right? If you are a specialist, it means that you are coming in and you are going to be hitting those type of targets, right? We are getting really, really specific with who we are actually trying to target within our program and within our actual product. So when we start moving down onto what we're basically trying to focus on here, the fundamental processes of this whole video all comes down to the fact that we want to have a unique price point, right? So everything else, imagine that this is going in a step-by-step order for you to be coming in and charging upwards of £400, £500, or even £600 per month, right? This is going to come down to you having all of these variables in place to be able to tick that box of kind of charging what you want and charging your actual worth. Right, so as an initial starting point, what we've basically got is the foundational structure of having the actual niche. So this is not just about I work with people to lose body fat and gain weight. This is about really focusing on highlighting and actually working with a specific person, right? If you work with a specific person, from that point, you know that you can be coming in and you actually can create a unique offer so that your positioning from that point is different to what everybody else is doing in the market. So that means that you will stand out with content, you will stand out with your offer, you will stand out as a person, you will stand out as a specialist. Right, once you have got a unique niche, and what I'm going to start doing here is adding this plus sign in. So if we go niche plus positioning in terms of your actual offer, in terms of the actual problems, and what we are going to basically do from here is actually look at pain resolution. So if we are resolving pain, resolution, right? That basically means that you are going to be solving specific problems for specific people with a specific offer, right? And that means that you are slowly starting to move into being an actual market of one. And when we're basically looking at the next type of structure is basically the unique solutions, right? I actually have done a reel on this recently, and I'll talk about this in the YouTube video. And this is basically a Garmin watch. I don't know if you can see with the camera. This is a Garmin watch and it cost me about £1,000, right? And it's got all the best technology, the best routes, the best everything that you could ever imagine. But what it's also got is this little feature. So you can see that little torch on my wrist. That there is a tiny little solution, right? A tiny little solution. But I swear to God, it's one of the most effective things that I've ever had in terms of losing stuff in my car, trying to get around the house in the morning without turning the lights on, and generally just finding things. So what we've basically got to look at when we're looking at unique solutions is specific. Let me just do this in green, sorry. We're looking at specific features. Right. So, what type of features does your program and product have to make sure that it's got unique solutions? Right. When we have got a unique actual program. So, in a sales process, what someone's going to ask you is, so what do you do and how do you do it? Right. That is basically a unique program. So, in order for us to stand out in the market, we need to make sure that we have got custom phases. Right? If we have got custom phases and it's not just a case of going, right, for example, here's your weekly check-in, here's your monthly live call, or you've got a diet plan, training program, supplement plan, and all that boring stuff. We're going to take people through I'm going to write this in bold down at the bottom. We're going to take people through a journey, right? When someone buys into a high ticket product or a high ticket program, that's what they're looking for. When we've basically got a journey, that in essence is that when we are, let's just say we've got a prospect at the moment, and that prospect is our A, what we need to do from that point is we're getting someone down to B, right? Our job is to make sure that we are getting someone from A to B and they are confident, right? If they are really, really, really confident behind what we are doing with our journey to get someone from A to B with our custom phases, with the features that we have in our program, how we are going to resolve their pain, then we are going to be in an unreal position, right? So the next thing basically is starting to get really, really, really specific with what we're actually doing because we've built the foundations in terms of having a niche. So as we've got at the top, so we are going to come on, we have got a niche, right? From that point, we have then got a unique offer. We have got a unique problem solution process. We have got unique solutions associated with those problems. We have built a unique program. Right now, from that point, is how you can basically understand and how you can articulate pain, right? This is not just about, for example, you knowing it. This is about how you can actually present pain to that audience. So this is basically, I'm going to put, sorry, it's a bit of a long one, this. You got pain articulation. Right. What I mean by pain articulation is how are you actually talking about this in your content? How are you actually presenting this in your content? How are you going out of your way to make sure that you are really, really making sure that people know that you understand what position that they are in right now? And most importantly, how you're actually going to come in and solve their pain from that point. Right. The next one is basically the roots. Right. And I might have to draw a little tree here in a second. Sorry, guys. So if you can find right, so this is the golden nugget, right? If you've got unique niche, offer, problem, solutions, unique program, custom phases, unique pain, if you can find the root latent conditions of your prospect and of your audience, you are going to earn a substantial amount of money, right? And I'm going to draw this now as an easy example. So what we're going to basically do is I'm going to draw ground here, right? From that point, I'm then going to draw a tree. I'm not good at drawing, guys. So I'm going to draw a tree there, and I'm going to put some branches out onto the side here. How you've basically got to imagine this is like, we have basically got all of this, which is basically the top of the tree. It's nice flowers. You've got all that type of stuff, right? This is basically their goals. So this is basically where they are in terms of their goals. Let's just say down at the bottom here, this is going to be their problems. So this is going to almost be like what they're facing in terms of roadblocks, right? When we come down onto the actual trunk down here, this is going to be pain, right? But what we're trying to look for is this. If you can find the root problem, right? So what is the root core problem? If you can find the root core problem of your prospect, then you are going to earn a substantial amount of money. Because if you can come in and actually really, really focus on talking about solving and creating solutions for that shit there, then people are going to pay you whatever the amount of the money there is. But you cannot find the root core solutions and problems and pain points associated with someone unless you've gone through this process over time. Right, the next thing that we're basically looking for, I'm going to need to scribble some of this stuff out, is going to basically be your actual unique short form message and your long form message. So when we've basically got a unique long form message and short form message, this is basically how people know you. So this is how you are known, right? So I did a live presentation with my community the other day, and I basically said this. I said, just do it. Right? What's just do it? You'll know this straight away. It's Nike. Right. If you're going to be, for example, I did another one which was because you're worth it. Right. if you were going to basically say, right, what companies, because you're worth it, straight away, it's L'Oreal, right? So what we're basically trying to look for is, what do people know you for? What is that strap line? What is that statement? What is that process where when people think about you, or they explain it to someone else, or it pops up on an ad or a piece of content, they know you straight away. So we have got clarity. We have then got confidence, and we have also got positioning at that point, right? So my short form message is do it right. And do it right to me is not just about doing it right in terms of system strategies and structures, but it's about doing it right as a human being and doing it right as a natural person. Doing it right to me basically is the difference between right and wrong. And I'm a massive believer in terms of doing the right thing. And then I've got myself in many situations where I've not accepted people who do the wrong thing, right? But what this basically does is this gives you like the foundational structure to then really be focusing on creating as much high valuable content for that niche around your offer, around your short form message as possible, to create a massive community, right? If we can be coming in and we're creating a community alongside all that, right, then finally you are getting unique results. So that is going to be with actual clients, right? This in essence equals this process, guys. So if I go onto there, you have got, like I said, £100 per month. So that is going to be anyone. And then we have got £500 per month is going to be someone, right? That is the difference between coming in and scaling to serious high ticket and not scaling to serious high ticket, guys. So when you are just kind of coming into your process now, or wherever you are in your journey, literally, this does not matter if it's a 5K, 15K, 16K, like or 60K, 600K, million K a month coach, right? It always comes back down to this, right? So what we've basically got is, number one, unique niche. Number two is a unique offer. Number three is unique problems. Number four is unique solutions. Number five is unique program. Number six is unique pain. Number seven is unique routes. Number seven is basically a unique message. From that point, how you articulate in your message, and then now you're creating unique results. If you come into that type of standpoint, you can be coming in and charging £500. This is obviously a month, right? But obviously, as I've suggested before, you need to be looking at packages and programs, especially if you are selling a unique process. So say, for example, let me just draw this down here. Right, if you've got a custom phases and your flat rate, for example, is coming in at £500 per month, right? But based on the custom phases that you've created, you've obviously got a, let's just say, a 9-month program. Right, so if we've got nine times five, what's 4,500? So let's just say someone's coming in, and rather than charging, right, oh, well, it's £200 per month, you can be pitching a program to someone what's upwards of £4,500. Obviously, if you've got them from there, you've got a PIF. So you can be running PIF, which is going to have a discount. You can have an incentive and everything else onto that side, guys. But in reality, this is the difference between you taking a couple of £100 per month and taking upwards of thousands of pounds, right? You cannot take thousands of pounds unless you have got all of these unique processes in place, because people are going to buy what they see, what they want, and what they are obviously going to get from the process. If you are selling them a basic structure that is the same shit as everyone else, they'll go to everyone else. If you sell a unique price and a unique structure and unique everything that I've spoke about in this video, you can go on and start charging what you want. And most importantly, as I've kind of said, it's been so there is going to be a, why has that gone really thin? Market of one. If you want to scale to absolute massive levels in business, guys, you need to do this times time. Hope you've enjoyed that one, guys. If you like this video, please drop it a like. If you're not subscribing, please subscribe. If you've got any videos that you want me to create, please let me know. And I'll see you on the next video, guys. Really enjoyed that one.